why I wrote this series. Well, this relates to what I was mentioning before, that not only that, I lost my mom last year, but I've had a lot of hardships and difficulties throughout my life. Now, not everything was terrible. I've had some, like most people, you have ups and downs, and I've had some good times for sure. But I've had probably more than my fair share of hardships, whether that's health challenges, whether it's economic challenges, whether it's just poor decisions causing trouble. I've had a lot of difficult hardships that I had to endure, and a lot of physical, emotional pain. And because of that, I relate to these type of books more often, meaning grim and dark storytelling. And frankly, that's what I found escape and emotional kind of comfort from when I was in my darkest moments. I would read these kind of dark fantasy books, and that really gave me a lot of emotional, like I said, emotional comfort, catharsis, and relief listening and reading to these type of books, because I could relate to them, because I was not in a good place, and I could not really believe and not only believe, but I just didn't really feel any emotional connection to stories where there's a good guy and a bad guy, and the good guy always wins, and everything's okay, and they died, but then magically they come back to life. Like, no, that's not like reality. Even though this is fantasy and fantasy isn't real, you could write it, you could ground it in a way that's much more visceral and realistic with the challenges that we all face in life. And that's what I found more in these dark fantasy stories, and also more dark humor, which also taught me that you could laugh. You could still laugh. I mean, yes, things are terrible, but you can laugh at it, and that brings you some comfort. And that's what I just gravitate to that more, because I just find it in a way the case for grim dark storytelling for me, simply put, is that it is more realistic to the human experience.